Well, this is the box set that we put together. It's this is actually the sleeve of it. It's all made out of recycled cardboard, and everything is designed on this to be fully recyclable. We open it up. This is just the wrapping of the main event. So the actual box set is this thing. This weighs about 3.5 kilos. So if you go into a store, make sure you've got a bag, a supportive bag to carry it in. So this thing is my production version. The one that will be installed will of course be shrink wrapped as well, and it'll have a neat little sticker on the front of it. I worked on this with one of Denmark's leading product designers to make it interesting to open up. And I thought it was interesting to, as you open it, this cheeky reveal of the cowboy and Indian imagery from entertainment. So this Native American and this cowboy slugging it out. And so we open that up, and if you're looking on the top, it's yellow, the back it's blue, the bottom's black, and that's sort of, this color coding system relates to the contents, or the vinyl contents of it. But inside, I'll lay that down here, inside there are two trays. One tray, the trays are all of course in cardboard. One tray has the book, which I'll show you in a second, a cassette, very old school, and a couple of buttons. This button here, the bottom button, is a photograph of the volume pot on Andy's guitar. So I thought that was quite nice. And you'll see that it's Gang of Four, 77 to 81. This is this period of time in which we all did our greatest work. It's the 40th anniversary of the release of Entertainment in the United States. So it was released in 1980. And it's also sadly the year in which Andy died. The albums themselves, vinyl, beautiful, heavyweight, wonderful work. There's 4 boxes in here with 5 vinyl albums on it. The Entertainment, of course, the 40th anniversary of the release of that in the United States. And this is exactly the same as one you might have seen before, but this has been remastered from the original 1/4-inch tape. So this is at Abbey Road, which is a few miles down the road from where we're doing this shoot. It's as good as it can get from a vinyl audiophile's perspective. The second album, Solid Gold, which was actually recorded in 1980, 40 years ago, but released in 1981. This also remastered from the original 1/4-inch tapes, recorded at Abbey Road with the great Jimmy Douglas, and recorded in Studio 2, where the Beatles recorded all their great works, and on the mixing desk where Pink Floyd worked when they made Dark Side of the Moon. So this is again, exactly as you might be familiar with. We've got 12-inch with the singles that aren't on either of the albums. To Hell with Poverty, It's a Factory, Armalite Rifle, Capital, History's Bunk, Cheeseburger, Live, and What We All Want Live. It's a Factory is the song where Hugo sings and Andy drums. And To Hell with Poverty is one of the all-time great guitar riffs. Then there's an album of a set that we did in San Francisco at the American Indian Center in 1980. It was the end of a long tour around the US where we'd played doubles on our own shows across America and with the Buzzcocks on other nights. And after about 30 days or so of this. We played about 40 shows and we got quite good. And this was what we did that night in this great centre. And it's a double album. So again, 2 albums in that place. So I'll leave that there. Then we have, I mentioned the book. This book has been a labour of love. It's slightly fraggy thing there. This is my own version. It says us here, 77 to 81. It's full of extraordinary photography from fantastic contributors of us. Oh, this is a picture of us live. A little commentary from Flea. There's a tribute to Andy there. It's got all of the lyrics to all of the songs. These are, what I found when I was working on this was that so many of the lyrics you might see online are inaccurate. So each page tends to have lyrics, a sort of scrapbook style photo of us at the time. My favourite picture of a gig poster, Larry Thingy presents Iggy Pop and Gang of Four. That was a great show. Then there's often a little reminiscence. This one here, actually, as it happens to be, is from Michael Stipe. They were a wonderful bunch. They were our support band for a long time in the US until they became enormously successful. And then we have little factoids, little sort of facts that come to be little kind of essays about recording stuff. This one here, actually, there's a quote from Jimmy Douglas doing Solid Gold, and he says, "It was like, holy shit, what the fuck would I do with a band like this?" That was his thinking. And but he was magnificent to work with. Pictures of us all having fun. This is us in the Iroquois Hotel in New York. We usually stay in the Iroquois in New York and the Tropicana in Los Angeles, which it says here, under the Tropicana's jungle-like foliage, there were orgies, murders, suicides, ODs, love triangles, marriages, and drunken balls on a daily basis. So that was always a good place for any band to end up. And pictures, the original written lyrics of Tourist, reproduced. And you'll see fantastic photography, a little note about their wonderful agent Ian Copeland, and all this kind of stuff. So it's also something I really like. The paper's really nice. It's a really heavy stock, smooth paper that feels really nice just to rub your hands on. And as an extra, there's a cassette. This has got old demos of songs, some of which I think sneaked their way onto the albums and most of which didn't. So if you can find a cassette player, this is a lot of fun. And as well, there are a couple of buttons, which I think I mentioned earlier on. So it's quite a set, and I hope you really, really enjoy it.